Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this Highlanders career mode. Our next match is going to be up against the Hurricanes, and after this one we only have 2 more matches until we are at the playoffs. But if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are sitting top of the New Zealand Conference at the moment by 6 points, and with a win here we could almost guarantee first place going into those playoffs. But let's get right into it.
Welcome to another round of Super Rugby. Highlanders have put in some good showings recently. Team spirit and positivity are high in the dressing room, and with good reason. And with me in the box, Justin Marshall. Both teams really look...
Right, so once again we have got a few changes to our starting lineup. The forward pack though, I believe, is almost identical to the last match. It seemed to work alright, so I decided I will go with it once again. We have got Hamilton still at 9, Ioane at 10. Then we have got James Lowe 11, Umaga Jensen at number 12, Rob Thompson at number 13. That centre combo, I don't think I've given it a go so far this season, so we will have to wait and see how that goes. And then we have got Cheslin Colby in the number 14 jersey, and also Josh Mackay in the number 15. And that is our bench, pretty similar to the last match, although I have just noticed that I haven't actually got a spare halfback on there, so hopefully Kane Hamilton won't get injured throughout this match. But let's get right into it. It is going to be Josh Ioane kicking off this match for the Highlanders against the Hurricanes. I believe we would have beaten them in the last match between the two sides, but I can't quite remember what the score was. That's taken by Garden Bishop straight away, driven backwards. Perenara now goes to James Armstrong, and I'm hoping we will be able to keep them inside of their 22 for a very long time. Umaga Jensen now goes to Josh Ioane, one more. No, he wouldn't offload it. Oh no. No. Josh Ioane for the second time this season is injured, and that could mean that he misses the playoff games. And that would not be ideal one, but we have got a spare fly half. It is Bryn Gatlin, but Josh Ioane 2 times in a row in a season. I don't think I've had that before. So it is a very unfortunate thing, but hopefully he will be back for the playoffs. We have now got a scrum inside the 22 of the Hurricanes. That is where I wanted to be, although I didn't want to have a scrum because of an injury, that is for sure. We are looking like we will be winning this one. We are going to go Makalitu off the back, sees a bit of space, goes to Hamilton, one more to Cheslin Colby, who was driven backwards. He has offloaded it though. And now we have got a drive going. Rob Thompson started it, and we are going to be using it. Kane Hamilton round the side, goes to Mitch Hunt. No, sorry, that's Dylan Hunt, and Cheslin Colby sees the line, and he's going to run for it, Cheslin Colby. And he has made it to the line and scored the first try in the match for the Highlanders. And he is just such a dangerous man on the wing, Cheslin Colby. I believe he is captain for this match. So he has put in a captain's performance there. Step round Geordie Barrett as well, which is quite difficult to do. I know him and Damien McKenzie, probably the hardest fullbacks to get round. And Cheslin Colby, yeah, he did have Bryn Gatlin if he needed him, but he didn't. Cheslin Colby scores the try. And now it is going to be Bryn Gatlin. Would have been Josh Ioane, but with that injury, it is pretty unfortunate. But we have still got a few fly halves, which is pretty fortunate in that regard because of the fact that we have still got Mitch Hunt as well. And I mean, we've played Ash Dixon, Cheslin Colby, and all sorts at number 10. So we have got depth there in a way. So hopefully we won't need to use them all though. And it is going to be Geordie Barrett kicking off this one for the Hurricanes. Yeah, it's gone short. Hopefully we will be able to take this. That's Dylan Hunt. It's a great take, and he's shunted off their 13, which is Vince Arso. Oh, we're going to go to the right here, I think. We're going to go Hamilton, fires it straight out to Cheslin Colby, which wasn't quite the plan that I had in mind. But we have still got this ball. Makalitu around the side, goes to Thwaite, who's dropped the ball unfortunately. Favour has swept up that one. And now they have got a little bit of a chance here, the Hurricanes. Good hit there from Cheslin Colby though, on Dane Coles. Now it is going to be Perenara going to Lomax. Great low tackle on him. And it has been ripped away, so we are going back for the scrum. Right, can we win the scrum against the feed? The Hurricanes have got a decent forward pack, but hopefully with a perfect push, we will be able to steal this, although it doesn't quite look like we're going to get one, unfortunately. And they haven't gone for the set play there. Perenara is selling dummies to everyone. Good tackle on Artie Savia there, and we have won the not releasing penalty. Right, and from here, with no wind inside Forsyth bar, we are going to try and kick it as sideways as we can, but also get as many metres. That is a good kick from Bryn Gatlin. Oh, watch out for that, mate. Fafita could have flipped himself over on that advertising board there. Ash Dixon now with a throw, and I can't actually think, is it called an advertising board? Because that didn't sound right. Do let me know what it's called in the comments. I can't quite remember, unfortunately. But I don't think it's an advertising board, but nonetheless, Vince Arso now goes out to Laumape. They're finding a bit of space inside ball to Garden Bishop, who didn't know where he was going. Now it is Geordie Barrett, fired it wide. And it is Wes Houston who stepped round us this time. Good tackle there, almost on Laumape. They're passing flat out the Hurricanes. They're looking for the try line and they're almost going to get it. Wes Houston is going to know, what are you doing, mate? He has just kicked it away. Wes Houston could have run to the line. I wasn't catching him as Kane Hamilton. And he just decided, you know what, I want to score off a grubber. And that was probably a gift for the Highlanders, to be honest, because that could have made the match 7-all and would have had us under all sorts of pressure. And now we have got the 22. We will kick it as far downfield as we can. Jordie Barrett's got the ball, and he has kicked it back for the territory game. So interesting tactics here from the Hurricanes so far. Looks like they're going to be going for a little bit of a kicking game, even if they're 5 metres out from the line. It is Ash Dixon now with this throw. This one needs to be straight. That's decent. Hopefully it doesn't get called not straight. No, we are all right. Parkinson gets that one. And Hamilton now fires it back to Gatlin, who's found a bit of space. Goes to Josh Mackay. One more to Rob Thompson. Fires it out to Umaga Jensen, who was hit early by Jordie Barrett. They don't actually have a fullback here, so I am just going to kick it round to the side. Please tell me that's not going out on the full. It is going to be a good kick from Hamilton. They have compressed their line out here. And they have got that one with Blackwell. Now it is Perenara, goes back to Garden Bishop, goes out to Vince Arso, who fires it wider to Laumape, and they are offloading very nicely so far, the Hurricanes. Look at that. And they almost have to, because of the fact that we can do that when they do go to ground. Mackay now goes to Chisel and Colby, steps on the inside once again. Chisel and Colby, too much pace. And he has scored his second of the match now for the Highlanders. And he's just too quick and too agile, Chisel and Colby. He is able to step round 90% of the defenders that he faces. And then from there, he has got that acceleration that gets him so many tries. Rob Thompson went to Gatlin, went out to Josh Mackay, quick hands, steps on the inside round Perenara, and then from there Chisel and Colby was going all the way to the line. No one was going to be able to stop him. Bring Gatlin now. It's got this kick straight out in front.
Two more easy points coming here for the Highlanders.
And that one should be going straight down the middle from Bryn Gatlin, so that will now make the score 14-0. And I feel like every time we get that second try, I start mentioning about the bonus point, but it could really be on for this match. And it would well and truly possibly secure us first place in the New Zealand Conference, if not the whole table. And I realised I said well and truly possibly, which kind of are two different things. But nonetheless, it is going to be Liam Squire getting driven backwards in the tackle by Garden Bishop there. We have still got that one. It is going to be Ash Dixon now. Rob Thompson, quick hands to Chisel and Colby. Is he going to be quick enough? Not quite. He's tried to find someone on the inside and he has found Umaga Jensen. I thought about stepping Perenara, although he was just that little bit too far behind me. Hamilton now throws it to no one. Has found via Fafita, but that looks like Daniel Leonard-Brown almost able to get it, not quite. And now Perenara around the side of the ruck is driven backwards by Makali too. And we weren't quite able to get that one either. Dane Coles now, what's he going to do? He's gone around the side of the ruck as well. And he has offloaded it to that number 6, who I actually did look to see what his name was, but now I have completely forgotten it. Oh, that's dropped by Perenara. Now we've got the advantage. Can we get enough metres to be able to keep the game going? And by the looks of it, no we can't. So we will be going into half-time 14-0 now. Possession is almost 50-50 territory in their favour. Handling errors, we've only had 4, which isn't too bad. And tackles are pretty even as well. So hopefully in the second half we will be able to get 2 more tries and stop the Hurricanes from scoring any. There's going to be Jordie Barrett now kicking off this second half. Is he going to go short once again? He has. And who's going to take it this time? It is Liam Squire. And he has tried to sell the dummy to Artie Savia, which didn't quite work out. And because of it, Evans has now got the ball. And they are starting this half pretty quickly, the Hurricanes. I still have Perenara there. Fended Chisel and Colby. Thwaites now goes out to James Lowe. He's got pace. He's got to go on his inside to Rob Thompson. He's got a man on his inside or his outside. It's speed to Umaga Jensen. Sorry, it's Thomas Umaga Jensen. And he has made it to the line to score the try. That was great support running from the Highlanders' backs. And it did lead to those 7 points. Or at least I'm hoping it is 7 points if I do get this kick over. I did call him Peter Umaga Jensen, but it is of course Thomas. And he was able to get the try for us there. It went from James Lowe, good ball on the inside to Rob Thompson. And then from there, good ball back to Umaga Jensen. They didn't have a fullback at that stage because Jordie Barrett had made the tackle. And that was why he was able to run to the line. Bring Gatlin now with this kick straight out in front. He will be loving the kicking so far. And I remember saying in a past one that anytime it's not Joshuani, the kicks are nice and easy. And it seems like that is going to keep on continuing. But now the score is 21-0 to the Highlanders. And it's going to be Jordie Barrett kicking off this one for the Hurricanes now.
Barrett restarts.
He has kicked long this time. Hemmington's lining it up. He has taken it well, but he has got an Artie Savia on his back, but we have still got that ball, luckily. Now it is going to be Liam Squire, goes to Hunt, goes to Rob Thompson, goes back to Chisel and Colby, one more to Umaga Jensen once again, and he has got a bit of space. He has tried to step, but Geordie Barrett makes a very good low tackle. And that will almost be the Hurricanes' ball, is it? No, we've just managed to creep it back into our favour. And now it is going to be Ash Dixon, goes back to Daniel Leonard-Brown, one more to Gatlin. No, I couldn't speak. And now it is going to be James Lowe, who is going to have the space. Is he going to be able to have the pace to get the try? Yes, he is. And that is going to be the bonus point. And yeah, words wouldn't work halfway through that, but it was Rob Thompson, who I was trying to say had the ball, and he was going to pass it out onto the wing to James Lowe, who did score. Daniel Leonard-Brown went to Gatlin, one more to Rob Thompson, draw and pass out to James Lowe, and from there Geordie Barrett tried to catch him, but there was no chance for him because James Lowe is a very quick man as well. It is now going to be Bryn Gatlin, who has got this kick straight out in front, almost. It's a little bit to the side this time. Oh no. And because it's a little bit out to the side, is this one still going over from Bryn Gatlin? No, it's not. And as soon as it's a slightly harder kick, unfortunately, I have messed up. But the score is still 26-0 to the Highlanders. Still happy enough with that because of the fact that we now have the bonus point. And more than likely, we will be top of the overall conference going into the finals matches. They have gone short once again, and Dylan Hunt takes it very nicely backwards. Artie Savia getting in that ruck very quickly. We need one more man. There he is. It's Wedden. Has he made it go in our favour? Yes, he has. Oh, what way to go here. I feel like round the side for Squire. And then the wide ball to Chisel and Colby with the step. Oh, he didn't get the second step though. And because of it, the Hurricanes in there very quickly. But we have still got this ball, fortunately. And that seems to be something that is working quite well for us this season, is the fact that we are able to keep the ball in the breakdown. That is not keeping the ball though. In that situation, Rob Thompson makes the tackle, but he wasn't quite able to get back to his feet. Now it is out to Evans, who is tackled hard by Michaeli to his opposite number. Now it is going to be Perenara, goes to Lomax, completely sidestepped me there. Dylan Hunt with a great tackle. Parkinson trying to get that ball, not able to. And now is this going to be the try for the Hurricanes? That's twice in a row they've done that little step, and it got me both times. The one of going to the right and then stepping to the left. Perenara breaking tackles now, but he has been tackled there, and we have won a not releasing penalty, and that is rather harsh, I feel, but nonetheless we will take it. Right, I'm going to try something different here. I've just kicked it way downfield as Bryn Gatlin, and see how this goes. Hopefully it doesn't backfire on us. It is a good tackle from Chisel and Colby on Laumape. What an offload that was though by the Hurricanes. And I'm not really sure what my tactic was. I think we used it once on the Blues career mode and it did work out for us. But now it is looking like it's got us under a little bit of pressure. I think it's normally when they don't have a fullback and they kind of had two guys covering it. So maybe that was the problem there. Thwaites trying to rip it away once again, not able to. Now it is going to be Evans, goes to Armstrong, who is breaking a few tackles there. James Armstrong. Blackwell goes to Savia, goes to Laumape, back to fire for Fita. Armstrong getting driven backwards here. Perenara now around the side. It's gone to Artie Savia. This is good defence so far from the Highlanders. And it doesn't look like the Hurricanes are going to be giving this ball up anytime soon, but hopefully we will be able to change that. And we have won the not releasing penalty once again. We are just going to tap and go once again. It is going to be Gatlin, fires it back to Squire, goes back to Jack Wedden, one more to James Lowe, inside ball to no one unfortunately, but it has found Daniel Leonard-Brown. I guess I am just trying a few new tactics now that we are winning by so much. I want to see if there are any new ways that we can score before getting to the finals, because we will be wanting as many possibilities as possible. Chisel and Colby, I was wondering if he was going to get back to his feet there, but he does. Now surely the wide ball is on here. We have got Liam Squire, goes to Umaga Jensen, who does the little chip over the top. It's gone straight to Esusen though, which didn't quite work out once again. Oh, Ash Dixon's got it back though, goes to James Lowe, who has step round one. It's fired it back to Rob Thompson, who's step round another. It's fended as well, Rob Thompson, but he's going to be just a couple metres short of the line. Right, we will go to our forwards here. Ash Dixon fires it back to Dylan Hunt with the offload to Bryn Gatlin. We are still very close to the line, but that is going to be the Hurricanes' ball. They are facing backwards, and they're under a huge amount of pressure. Liam Squire's got that ball, fired it back to Ash Dixon, who has stepped and scored. And that is the 5th try of the match for the Highlanders. We probably made it look a little bit awkward, but we did get there in the end. And Ash Dixon, the man who probably should have been captain for this match, rather than Chisel and Colby, is able to score the try. In the end, it was Gatland who was driven down. They did steal the ball straight away, but from there they were all facing backwards. Good hit there from Wedden to knock the ball free, and from there Ash Dixon did a little bit of a step, and he does score the try. Now it is going to be Bryn Gatland who has got this kick straight out in front, so hopefully he will be able to get this one. And that one is looking pretty good. So other than the injury of Josh Ioane, it was a pretty good game for the Highlanders. We didn't really look in too much trouble, other than, of course, when Wes Hewson did kick the ball away early on in the match, and if they had scored that, who knows how this match would have gone. But it is another good win for the Highlanders. We did score 5 times. Dixon, Lowe, Umaga Jetson and Cheslin Colby got 2. Gatland 4 from 5, not too bad overall. And then we have had more possession, less territory, of course. They have 81%, which is relatively high. 3 penalties conceded against them though. And then the 6 handling errors for us. I will take that, because normally we are looking around that kind of 10 mark. But the Highlanders will be happy enough with that performance, and I believe, if I'm not wrong, the next match is going to be up against the Mountain Wolves. And it is indeed going to be up against the Mountain Wolves, but now we have got to check and see how long Josh Ioane is going to be injured for. I'm really hoping it's not too long. Tell you what, that's a long one. 109 days Josh Ioane's going to be out, and that means he is well and truly going to miss the finals, unfortunately. He is a good player. Josh Ioane hasn't actually been able to play too many games this season because he did get injured early on, and he is now injured once again. But nonetheless, on that slightly sad note, we are going to be ending this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.